Hello and welcome. My name is George Slackek. Boom. You may remember another video that I posted about a week ago where I was going for a bike ride and then I had a flat tire, put a mismatched too large patch on the tube, got talking to a local resident, and then poof, my tube wasn't properly seated and it popped. Now, I could have just replaced the tube and paid more attention to the way I was putting in the tire, because it obviously wasn't properly seated on the rim. But there's a problem with the rim, because the tires I had on there, they were purchased second-hand, and they were not meant for the old style rims from the 1970s, which are steel, by the way, the ones I have. So I also need a tire with the steel bead. Finally, I broke down and I ordered some brand new tires on Amazon. They are Schwinn-brand, made in China, like pretty much everything today. I think I have to get some tools to open this package. Isn't that ridiculous? You have to have tools just to open these packages. But yeah, look at them. They came like this, bundled up, which at first had me questioning this. You know, if you can flatten them like that, are they really going to be any better than the other ones? But we're going to find out. These are brand new tires. I'm excited, guys. I also got two brand new tubes. My preference is to have Schrader valves on my tubes, and that's what these are. Don't ask me why. This is just something I'm used to. Has been like that for decades, and I don't want to change it. Old guy mentality, I guess. They are nice and thick and brand new, and I'm hoping I'll have the rest of the summer with no more floods. Let's cut these open. Oh yeah, I can see what it is. They just pop into shape, and hopefully these beads are gonna be strong enough and tight enough on the rim. The only way to find out is just to get the wheel and put them on. I lubricate my chain with a mixture of a light oil and graphite. I believe that's a magic mixture, but it sure isn't really the cleanest. It makes a mess sometimes. Hope you can see this. These tires, they say maximum inflate to 120 pounds. That is way higher than I ever went because of the type of rims they are. And here's a warning. It says Continental, and this is probably too small for you to read it, but it says mount only on hook type rims, which means clincher rims. These ones are not. I got away with that for, I don't know, 3-4 years, but I never pumped them up beyond 70 pounds, and I always made sure that they were on pretty good. But now it's time to change that. Get the proper tires for these rims. So one thing about these tires, ordered together with the tubes, was that they actually came with some tire levers that I hadn't ordered, but I didn't get charged for them neither. So let's undo the old tire. It's going to be retired or maybe donated to the bike shop, because maybe somebody can still get some mileage out of this. This isn't necessarily bad. These tires, the bead is quite tough. It doesn't feel like it's gonna pop off anything unless it's already loose to begin with. I sure hope I didn't waste my money. Now I gotta get a pump. Of course, organization, not my strength. So the way I normally do this, so I put some air in the tube and then kind of like put it into the tire, but right now it looks like this is, yeah. I hope I didn't waste my money. I hope these rims are better than the old ones. Let's put this light. Yeah, this is enough. Just to give it the shape of the tire. I usually like to align it with something. And this tire doesn't seem to have any specific direction, which I like. Because on a bicycle, like even if you're pedaling really fast, I don't see the point. So let's align it with inflate to 70 psi. Having a little bit of a hard time here. But anyways, I can put it in on any side I want because it's not directional, which to me is a plus. It says inflate to 70 pounds. So the wheel is on, but I don't like the way it wobbles. But it's like the rim itself is out of true. Again, something which I had to fight with earlier this year. Now, maybe it's because I had a flat. I don't know. But I'll just release the air enough so I can true the rim and then pump it up again. Alright, for truing the wheel, I use the brake pads as a reference because I don't have a truing stand, but I can see that right here, this spot, this side is far closer to the brake pad as the other. So this would mean I have to tighten the spokes that are from this side here, and it's up to about definitely this one here, this one as well. That's 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's do this again. Make sure I get the right ones. This one most definitely. This one here also. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to tighten these 3 spokes first. Make sure I got the right key. Now the way I'm looking at it, I'll turn it counterclockwise about a quarter turn. Sometimes it's a good idea, if you haven't done this for a long time, it's a good idea to lubricate those. Like this one here is rounded off. This is not good. So this one definitely needs to be turned a quarter turn. I'll be using pliers for this. So I got that done using the pliers, but now in order to compensate for what I did, I'm gonna release the tension on these ones by again a quarter turn, and we're going to see what does this. And this is almost just about all I care to do, but I'm going to leave this spot alone right now and see if there's any other that needs my attention. So guys, I'm calling this good. There's probably a wobble of that might be less than a millimeter. It's very hard to see on the bike with the brake pads. It is very, very minimal. The brakes are nowhere near dragging, so that's good. And since I have one nipple that's already kind of rounded off, I'll have to make it a point to replace that in the near future. So then if I want to get super picky, I can do another adjustment. Now what I like to do when I want to get more accurate than the brake pads allow me to do, I will take some zip ties, cut them off just close to the rim, and then I use that as a reference point. So this is when you do it that way, it's almost as good as having a truing stand. Doesn't this look sharp? Got new tires in the front and back. In the front, the original tube, because it didn't even have a patch on it yet. I left it. So I have the other tube that came with the shipment as a spare. So last time I got stuck basically because I didn't have a spare. Otherwise I could have put the spare tube in and I would have been fine. So that's an important thing to remember. Always get a spare. Today I don't have time for a meaningful bike ride, but what I do have time for is a little bit of a test. It's a sunny day. I love sunny days. Front brakes working fine. So the verdict is, I think it's okay. There's still a slight wobble that I see on the front wheel, but it's not the rim. So I might just deflate that tire again and do the thing with some soapy water to seat it like more precisely. Let me know, am I just being too picky? I'm gonna take this for a nice ride tomorrow morning. Then I'll let you know how it goes. So this is 10 minutes later. I told you about the slight wobble on the front wheel and me wanting to go back and seat it better. I don't know if it's got something to do with that or my tube was just too old or whatever. It does feel somewhat thin and old compared to the new ones that I got. And it won't be in there much longer because you know what happened. Just as soon as I turned around to clean up, put my tools away, I hear a loud poof. I wish I had the camera on for that because it's good content, but what does it say about my skills of installing new tires? Well, these are brand spanking new. I thought it was seated reasonably well enough. I pumped it up to 70 pounds, or what felt like 70 pounds to me. And then I rode it down the street for not very long, but it seemed like it was fine. And as soon as I park it, poof. Want to see? Maybe this was caught between the rim and the tire? But I doubt it. I just simply doubt it. It's right. No, it's not on the seam neither. Yeah, it's bad. So maybe that bike ride will be for another video. I'll be changing this tire again later tonight. And then, I mean, not the tire, just the tube. And then go for another little test ride. Maybe I'm better at doing this without making a YouTube video about it because I'm not good at multitasking. But if you have advice for me, probably by the time you see that, I'm confident enough to say that more than likely I'll be already on the road enjoying this ride. But right now I'm out of time. I'm a little bit frustrated. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah. Entertainment, right? That's the nature of the entertainment business. You suffer and everybody else gets a kick out of it. but maybe, you know, this is worth sharing. Just click that subscribe button, and I thank you for it. Have a good day, and I'll see you very soon in another video with this beast doing like what it's supposed to do.